Stop. Wait, where is my regular intro? I thought we figured this out already. Today is not about you, it's about somebody else. But this is Getting Healthy with Stasia. Who else could it be then? Well, why don't we find out? Okay, so let's try that again. My name is Stasia and I'm following a high carb, low fat, oil-free plant-based diet called the STARCH Solution by Dr. John McDougall. So today's video is a little bit different and it will be the first of many to come that I'm secretly creeping my Facebook group looking for the perfect recipes to share here on my YouTube channel with all of my subscribers. Don't worry, I'll ask you first. I have been seeing some fantastic recipes I haven't even thought of inside that group. And like I've said before, I want this channel to be bigger than me. I don't want it to be all about me. I want it to be a community and a place for all of us to learn and grow and better our health and our weight loss goals. So I thought sharing other people's recipes was a great way to make it come full circle and do just that. So with that being said, if you'd like a chance at having your favorite recipe featured here on YouTube, or you're just looking for some meal inspiration or new recipes, then be sure to join our Facebook group. I will leave the link in the description box below. All right, already. So who is our very first Facebook featured recipe by? Jamie! Jamie is a very active member in our Facebook group, always posting her amazing recipes. She is a mom to 3 grown boys and 2 lovely grandchildren from upstate New York. So thanks again, Jamie, so much for sharing your recipe with the rest of us and helping us with our weight loss and health goals. Okay, so I have to say, I was pretty excited about this recipe because not only does it look delicious, but how easy it is. Like, you could be a horrible cook and actually surprise yourself with this recipe. So if you want to continue to get recipes for weight loss and health, and you want to see what I'm eating and what my subscribers are eating, then be sure to hit subscribe. Otherwise, let's get to it. Okay, so for today, I'm using 2 very large white potatoes. It's a little bit different than how Jamie makes them, as she said she likes to use the small Yukon Gold potatoes, but this is what I had on hand, so here we go. So Jamie said she cooks these potatoes in her Instapot on the steam setting for about 10 minutes. Am I seriously the only person that doesn't have an Instapot? Well, boiling it is. We didn't really clarify how long I should have boiled them for, so I personally just boiled these until they were soft enough to pierce and basically ready to eat. You want to try your best to keep the peels intact as we're going to be scooping out the insides, and I found that letting them cool off a little bit really helped with that. Okay, so we're going to start by cutting the potato in half lengthwise. Then we're going to let the fun begin and start scooping these bad boys out. As you can see, I'm leaving quite a bit of a layer on the outside just because I didn't want it to fall apart. And please don't be fooled by how fast it's moving now. When I was actually doing it in real time, I was taking my time and going quite slow because once again, I did not want those shells to crack. So again, we're just going to do the same thing with the second potato. Just for the sake of experimenting, I have 2 separate bowls as I decided that I wanted to flavor these potatoes a little differently from each other. But of course, if you're planning on using all the same seasonings, then you can just put it all in the same bowl. So here you're going to see me use just a splash of unsweetened plant-based milk. I was just wanting to make the potatoes a little extra fluffy. This is what I always do for myself and my kids when I make us mashed potatoes, so I figured why not give it a try with these. So as you can see, they ended up being quite fluffy and creamy. And for the second potato, I was trying to stick as close as I could to Jamie's recipe, so I did not use any milk for that one. I did, however, have to throw it in the microwave to warm it up in order to get it to mash well for me. To my surprise, it ended up actually being quite fluffy even without the milk. We are going to start by adding about half a teaspoon of garlic powder, about 1 teaspoon of sriracha hot sauce, a pinch of salt, and 1 teaspoon of mustard. Jamie and I both recommend using Dijon mustard, but unfortunately I had run out. Okay, so in the other potato, I'm starting by putting in 1 teaspoon of oil-free barbecue sauce, 1 teaspoon of Frank's Red Hot Sauce, and magically a half a teaspoon of onion powder appeared in there. Next, all I did was mix in the seasonings, and now we are ready to stuff the potatoes. The best thing about this recipe is how versatile it is. When I say that there are no hard rules with this recipe, I couldn't possibly mean it more. This recipe is so versatile and there are so many different variations of how these potatoes could be made. You can add all your favorite seasonings, oil-free sauces, onions, garlic, even chopped up veggies would work with these. If you end up trying these, I would love to know what combinations you used and what worked for you. I'll be checking those comments to find out. Okay, there was no way I was making these potatoes and not adding cheese sauce somewhere. If you haven't tried my 3-ingredient cheese sauce, I will post the link in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. As I've mentioned before, the cheese sauce naturally gets a little bit thicker once it's been refrigerated. So here, I just warmed it up in the microwave for 30 seconds, and it just turns into an ooey gooey, lovely cheese sauce. And you guys already know I love my garlic salt, but if you're watching your salt, then just leave that out. As delicious as those potatoes look smothered in cheese sauce, I thought they would be even better topped off with some salsa. I had thought about eating them with salsa after they were cooked, but nah, I think I was right. They tasted so good with the salsa cooked right in there. So Jamie and I both cooked these stuffed potatoes in our air fryer, but I'm sure they would work just fine in the oven as well. Jamie said she cooks hers for about 30 minutes in her air fryer, while I only cooked mine for about 15. You want the outside to be crispy and browned, and you want the inside to be soft. The size of the potato and how well it was pre-cooked beforehand will make all the difference. So my advice would be just to keep a close eye on them when they are in the oven or the air fryer, and when they look something like this, then you know that they're done. These would taste amazing dipped in cheese sauce, ketchup, hot sauce, maybe even hummus. These are Jamie's mini stuffed potatoes, and girl, they look delicious too. Yeah, this recipe is the bomb. And I can see this being something really great and easy to serve friends and family too, because you just know that they're gonna love it. So this is a really versatile dish, and I actually liked both of them equally. And it just has me thinking about all the different ways that you could probably season these potatoes. You could have so much fun with it, so do. You guys know me, those are my favorite kind of recipes, the ones that are flexible, that you're not gonna miss one ingredient and ruin the whole thing. So this recipe is just perfect. I can honestly see this being one of my new go-to meals. So thanks again, Jamie, for sharing it with all of us. I'm sure there's going to be tons of people loving it too. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, and it is so, so good. So again, if you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome. And secondly, don't forget to hit subscribe if you'd like to follow along my plant-based weight loss journey and get all my tips and tricks and recipes that I'm learning along the way. And for all my current subscribers who are also in my Facebook group, keep posting those delicious meals. You just never know who might be watching. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks all of you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.